I'm Steve Weisman with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. To be or not to be in Green Bay? That is the question for Aaron Rodgers. And according to Packers running back Aaron Jones, this will not end in Shakespearean tragedy for his team. Jones said on NFL Total Access that he believes in his heart Rodgers will stay in Green Bay. Jones added he can't imagine the quarterback anywhere else and said the Packers had a lot of fun this year. Meantime, is Kyler Murray still having fun in Arizona? The Cardinals quarterback unfollowed the team on Instagram and deleted 2 photos. Murray is entering the final year of his rookie contract. Elsewhere, Mike Vrabel is adding years to his deal in Tennessee. The Titans coach and GM John Robinson both signed contract extensions on Tuesday. Vrabel has the highest career winning percentage in franchise history. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
That's the sound of a crack in the ceiling found at a home inspection. But with a Realtor by your side, a newfound leak might only cause minor worries. With their expertise, a Realtor can suggest a credit at closing and even connect you to a contractor to help you shore up that leak and alleviate your worries. When it comes to cracks in your plans, the expertise of a Realtor can make all the difference. The difference between an agent and a Realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Prescription products require an online physician consultation and are only available if the physician determines a prescription is appropriate. Subscription required. See website for full details and important safety information.
Hey guys, good news. Viagra is now available in generic form at 4hims.com. The same active ingredient as Viagra, but 90% cheaper. Just go to 4hims.com and a healthcare provider will prescribe your ED medication if appropriate and send it to your door. It's easy, private, and super affordable. And that's really good news. Get your first online visit free when you go to 4hims.com/joy. FORHIMS.com/JOY.
Well, if you are keeping score, and I don't mean at the Olympics, today is Wednesday, 9th day of February, 2022. Yeah, and looking back in history, absolutely nothing ever happened on this date in history. Just thought we'd pass that along.
Okay.
Yeah. I can remember stopping at one of those roadside markers, you know, the historical... Yeah, on this spot. In 1642, absolutely nothing happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever stopped at one of those? I'm sure you have. Some of them are very interesting.
Yes. Yeah. When the kids were little, we stopped at many of them.
Yeah.
And it is interesting. And there are some around the Imperial Valley.
There are. Yes, there are.
Yes. And I believe they have been put up by E. Clampus Vitus.
Vitus, yes.
Yes.
Very serious organization.
Oh, yes. E. Clampus Vitus. And to translate that from the Latin, I think I'll have another beer.
Yeah. That's the easy translation.
Yes. Oh, well, the Olympics in full swing. In an internet poll, 45% said the Winter Olympics are not as interesting as the Summer Olympics.
Well, I tend to believe that they're serious about that.
Okay. And maybe some of those people will enjoy the Spring Olympics and the Autumn Olympics.
Yeah, the Autumn Olympics is a rare cast of characters.
Yes. And, you may have wondered... how some of these winter sports were invented, like the luge?
Yeah.
Some guy said, I wonder what it would be like if I squeeze myself into a very tight, shiny suit and then slide down an icy slope very fast.
Very fast.
Yeah. That's
without any brakes.
Yeah. And, that's something I would like to try as a kid, in Michigan with a sled and toboggan and all of that. And, you always wanted to go faster, right?
Yeah.
And,
cool.
luge is something I might want to try if they can build one out at the Heber Dunes.
Heber Dunes.
Yeah.
Well, they've got paddle tires on those off-road vehicles. I don't know why they can't do the same thing.
Sure. The Saturday, we were heading up to Palm Springs, and there were 8 or 10 hang gliders. I believe they were actually the ones with the engines flying over the in and around the Salton Sea.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you used to see a lot of hang gliders on Interstate 8 around Pine Valley.
Right, by Buckman Springs.
But not anymore.
Well, the feds closed off the roadway.
Yeah, okay.
So they can't get up on top and launch.
Well, that's the problem.
Yes. How about some birthdays today?
How about?
Okay, remember Dobie Gillis on TV?
I do.
Yes.
He just never got quite shaved all the way.
No. Well, actor turned politician Sheila James Cool. She was on the Many Loves of Dobie Gillis is 81. Carroll King, 80. Singer Barbara Lewis, I know, is 79. Actor Joe Pesci is 79. Author Alice Walker, 78. Actor Mia Farrow, 77. Actor Judith Light, 73. Actor Charles Shaughnessy, 67. Actor Jason George, 50. Actor Amber Valletta is 48. Actor Charlie Day is 46. Actor Tom Hiddleston is 41. Actor Michael B. Jordan is 35. Actor Rose Leslie is 35. Actor Camille Winbush, 32. Actor Jimmy Bennett is 26. We got local birthdays coming up. The Peanut Patch in Yuma is ready for Valentine's Day, even if you aren't. The Peanut Patch, with a great variety of chocolate. Oh, yes, delicious, homemade, handmade chocolates. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. They are open Monday through Saturdays, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time. And you'll find homemade chocolate, fresh English toffee, pecan turtles made from a special recipe from scratch, and delicious mouth-watering chocolates. Of course, you'll find yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds, and so many other great things. The Peanut Patch. What a great place to visit. If you're heading to Yuma, well, of course, from the Imperial Valley, you go east, take Avenue 3E exit from Interstate 5, go south past MCAS Yuma until you come to East County 13th Street, turn left, go about a mile and a half, and you're at the Peanut Patch. Can't beat it. The Peanut Patch, ready for Valentine's Day, even if you're not. Let's celebrate today's birthdays. Happy birthday, Ana Vasquez, Juana Armenta, Alicia Buck, Isaac Alvarado, Ivan de Jesus Contreras, Melissa Saldana, Latricia Ryan, Roxy Castillo Norwood, Ashley Roeder, Dusty Ward, Imelda Padilla, Miranda Montenegro, Paula Phillips, Renee Dodge, Sandra Lopez, Stephen Mallon, Christine Everhard, and Angel Quintero. And Angel and Veronica Quintero also celebrate their anniversary. Got a twofer on that one, huh?
A twofer, yeah.
Yep. Okay. We've got news if you're ready.
We have some news this morning, so stay with us.
Okay, we're going to jump in first with a look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Brief. Governors of New York, Illinois, and Massachusetts set to announce an end to mask mandates. Massachusetts expect them to lift it at schools as well. Mass General's Dr. Mark Seidman.
There are some schools that will say on March 1st, with our vaccination rates and with our case rates and with kids moving back outside, we're ready to make that decision. I'm sure there'll be some schools that don't make certain criteria that won't be able to do that.
Dr. Anthony Fauci tells the Financial Times he's hoping for an end to all pandemic restrictions in the coming months. Vice President Harris will rally allies in Munich to defuse the Ukraine crisis as the military buildup continues. CBS's Laura Podesta.
6 Russian ships are traveling from the Mediterranean to the Black Sea, where they will take part in military exercises, according to Russia's foreign ministry.
Two-time U.S. Olympic champ Michaela Schifrin's been disqualified from the women's slalom in Beijing.
I won't feel awful forever, that's for sure. Just pretty low right now.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Not everyone on board with lifting state masking requirements next week. A health director in LA County says it's too soon. And Dr. Barbara Ferrer says she's less optimistic than many of her colleagues who think the pandemic is coming to an end.
Maybe it will be. I think it's likely it won't be because viruses mutate. And we have a lot of people across the world still not vaccinated.
Ferrer saying not until hospitalizations dip below 2,500 a day for a full week will she consider lifting the mask requirements for those who are vaccinated. 18-year-old San Francisco native Eileen Gu dodging questions about her citizenship after taking gold in the women's freestyle big air event Tuesday.
I definitely feel as though I am just as American as I am Chinese. I have been very outspoken about my gratitude to both the U.S. and China for making me the person who I am.
Gu choosing to ski for Team China, where her mother is from, but not saying if she'd relinquished her citizenship in the U.S. in order to compete for the Chinese team. Gas prices in the state averaging $4.68 a gallon, up 4 cents from last week, 3 cents from last month. Chef Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call your friend in the business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
This is your Wendy's wake-up call. Start your day with a better breakfast and get a free drink with any of our morning-making breakfast sandwiches. That's your favorite drink in a Wendy's cup, free. Fresh brewed coffee, free. Diet Coke, free. Vanilla Frosty-Chino, that's cold brew plus Frosty Creamer plus free. So don't sleep on this deal. Get any size drink in a Wendy's cup free when you buy any breakfast sandwich. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating Wendy's. On the card only. Offer valid upon request on lowest price qualifying item. Not valid for third-party delivery.
Introducing Venture X, Capital One's new travel card for people always asking,
where next?
You earn 10x miles on hotels and rental cars, and 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, and 2x miles on everything else you buy with Venture X. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
It's page one of the local news. Page one, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. We're getting very close to a third Quick Lane location in the Valley. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Wednesday morning, COVID-19 cases, the numbers, they're down. Here's more on that story.
Updated COVID numbers were released Tuesday morning. Numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. According to the new numbers, active cases of COVID-19 are down by 1,090 compared to the numbers released last week. The current number of active COVID cases in Imperial County are at 2,120. Deaths attributed to the virus have increased. COVID-related deaths are now at 852 compared to 845 reported a week ago. COVID-19 positive cases hospitalized are at 94. 24 of them are in intensive care. There are currently 2 ICU beds available in the county. 46 ventilators are in use. According to the new numbers, there have now been 118 Omicron variant cases reported in Imperial County. Delta variant cases reported locally since 2020 are at 1,170. State metrics for Imperial County indicate a positivity rate, 7-day average, of 34.7%. New cases per day per 100,000 population are at 180.80. Total vaccine doses administered in the county are at close to 397,000. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The city of El Centro will be conducting road improvements along Dogwood Avenue from Villa Avenue to Commercial Avenue. That's north and southbound traffic along Dogwood Avenue from Via to Commercial. It'll be closed beginning today through Thursday, February the 17th. It is recommended traffic going northbound and southbound along Dogwood Avenue use alternate routes to avoid the area. Please be cautious and follow all traffic control and detour signage. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers ready to take care of your automotive service needs. Tires, brakes, batteries, AC service, alignments, lube oil and filter change, and more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
In other local news, an early morning fire in the city of El Centro. George Gale has the story.
It was reported that just after 2 Tuesday morning, it was reported in the 1200 block of West El Dorado Avenue in El Centro. Mutual aid was requested. Fire departments from Hoteville, Imperial, Brawley, and Westmoreland responded. The fire was at the El Centro Korean Church. Fire officials say an outdoor shed fire extended into the attic of the building. Crews were able to contain the fire to the attic and one room, preventing the fire from spreading to the rest of the building. A fire was under control within 30 minutes, but crews were on scene for about 2 hours to protect against flare-ups. No injuries were reported. Cause of the fire remains under investigation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A big rig overturned late Tuesday afternoon. The accident occurred at about 5:20 p.m. on the Borrego-Salton Seaway west of State Route 86. The accident resulted in a fatality, and authorities expect an extended closure of the road. Few other details are available as an accident remains under investigation. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
California, the future should be built for everyone. So we made the 2021 Ford F-150 even smarter and more productive than before. Built it to power new ideas anywhere with an available ProPower onboard generator and a new interior designed to keep you connected. Plus the newest generation of Sync to keep you at the forefront of the latest and greatest tech. This is a new generation of F-Series, the best-selling truck for 45 years, and it's only the beginning. We want your trade. Head in today to get 0% APR Ford credit financing for 60 months on a 2021 Ford F-150. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers, where the future comes standard. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 0% for 60 at $1,667 per month per $1,000 finance, regardless of down payment. Excludes Raptor. Residency restrictions apply. For all offers, take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 2/28/22. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Based on 1977 through 2021 CY total sales.
It's page 2 of the Local News and the weather, brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Fridays at 4:30, and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Continuing with more local news, smuggling attempts thwarted. Here's more on that story.
They happened over the weekend. Border Patrol agents seized over $200,000 worth of meth. The first incident happened Friday afternoon. Border Patrol K-9 detection, the team assisted with a vehicle stop performed by a Homeland Security investigator. The driver gave consent for a complete K-9 inspection of the vehicle. K-9 alerted to the trunk. They found 3 battery boosters in the trunk. 3 wrapped packages were found in the battery boosters, weighing over 22 pounds. Packages tested positive for methamphetamine. Estimated value of the meth was almost $56,000. Second incident happened Sunday morning at the Highway 86 checkpoint. Pickup towing a trailer was sent to the second secondary inspection area. Border Patrol K-9 alerted to the trailer. Several wrapped packages were found hidden in a false railing of the trailer. The contents tested positive for meth. The packages weighed over 122 pounds. Value of the methamphetamine was estimated at $147,000. Subjects in both incidents, vehicles and the narcotics, were all turned over to the Drug Enforcement Administration. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The city of El Centro will host a Mardi Gras festival. Mardi Gras Glow in the Dark Fiesta will be held in downtown El Centro. On Friday, February the 25th, the festivities will be a family event featuring live music and fun activities with food, artists, beads, and other vendors. Live music will be provided by Last Call, Pure Magic, Hired Guns, and Milagro, tribute to Carlos Santana. The fun begins at 6 p.m. and goes until 10 p.m. at the town square. That's at 7th and Main Street in downtown El Centro. And finally, Border Patrol rescues 2 over the weekend. George Gale explains.
Both were in the Hucumba Wilderness region near Ocotillo. The first incident was reported Friday afternoon. El Centro Border Patrol agents responded to a call of an individual who was lost with little water, no food, and seeking assistance. Agents responded to the last known GPS provided. They located the individual about 3 miles north of the U.S.-Mexico border. The second call came in Sunday evening. Lost individual had reportedly cut their eye and injured an arm. This individual was located about 3 miles north of the U.S.-Mexico border as well. It was determined both individuals did not need medical attention. Both were found to be Mexican nationals who were in the U.S. illegally. They were taken to the El Centro Center for processing. Since October, El Centro Border Patrol agents have rescued 101 individuals who were lost, in distress, or abandoned by smugglers. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Carol Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says strong high pressure aloft situated along the west coast will result in mostly clear skies and well above normal temperatures, at least through the weekend. High temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s expected through Monday, with no chance of precipitation. A potential shift to a more unsettled weather pattern is possible by the middle of next week. 78 was our high yesterday, 46 the low. Sunny today with a high near 82. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast this afternoon. Clear tonight with a low around 53. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Thursday will be sunny with a high near 84. North wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. We have 48 degrees, 45% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 325 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial's fine dining experience.
KXO takes you to China for the 2022 Winter Games. Listen throughout the day for Winter Game updates from Westwood One Radio Network throughout the days of the 2022 Winter Games. Winter Games on AM 1230 KXO are brought to you by H&R Block and Edgar Garcia for District Attorney 2022.
And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps South Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action. The Suns continue to win. They beat the 76ers 114-109. Hawks hammered the Pacers 133-112. Celtics clobbered the Nets 126-91. It was the Grizzlies beating up on the Clippers 135-109. Pelicans ran by the Rockets 110-97. Mavericks over the Pistons 116-86. The Nuggets topped the Knicks 132-115. Magic 113, Trailblazers 95. Timberwolves topped the Kings 134-114. And the Bucks beat the Lakers 131-116. The Lakers. Yeah, the Lakers feeling some urgency, looking to make some changes as the trade deadline nears. Yeah, let's get younger, guys.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And taking a look at other news, Dodgers pitcher, is he a Dodgers pitcher? Well, they're still paying him. Trevor Bauer will not be criminally charged by Los Angeles prosecutors. The L.A. County District Attorney's Office said yesterday the ruling concludes a 5-month review of the case, which stems from a sexual assault allegation made against Bauer. Major League Baseball will actually have the final word on what happens with Bauer. And the Dodgers, whether he stays on the roster. Don't forget, we've got Super Bowl 56 coming up Sunday. Our coverage starts at 11. The Rams and the Bengals. You got a pick? Yeah. Hey, I don't care. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. They also offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro. What's happening on the big board right now? Well, the stock's building on a rebound as the bond sell-off takes a brief breather. The Dow up 328 points at 35,790. The S&P 500 at 4574. That's up 53 points. The Nasdaq up 189 points at 14,383. Gold up $1.30 an ounce, and oil up 87 cents a barrel. A big year for car and home shopping helped push Americans to take on a lot more debt last year. In the fourth quarter alone, household debt grew by $333 billion to $15.58 trillion, the largest quarterly rate of increase since 2007. Mortgage debt and auto loans were the big drivers of that increase. Meanwhile, China fell more than $213 billion short of its commitment to increase purchases of U.S. goods and services. that it made to then-President Donald Trump in 2020. The commitment was made in what's known as the Phase 1 deal, in which Beijing promised to purchase $200 billion more in American exports than it had in 2017 before a U.S.-China trade war began. Trump and Chinese leaders both stopped escalating tariffs after the deal was signed. Meanwhile, Starbucks fired 7 workers who were involved in unionizing its Memphis, Tennessee locations, fueling accusations that the company is retaliating against the growing labor movement at its locations.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 82. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast in the afternoon. Clear tonight with a low around 53. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 84. North wind 5 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. We've jumped up to 54 degrees, 35% relative humidity, wind out of the southwest at 325 miles an hour. Air quality throughout the Imperial Valley right now is good. Enjoy. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, we want you to be happy. Live happy, work happy. Most of all, we want you to celebrate whatever makes you happy at Burgers and Beer. Bring your friends, bring your family, and let's make time for a good time. All the drinks, all the food, and great service too. Everything you need is right here at Burgers and Beer. Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by the Exogen Temporal Scanner.
I'm Steve Kathan. No end in sight to the turmoil north of the border caused by truckers opposed to a COVID vaccine mandate. CBS's Janet Shamlian says it's beginning to disrupt trade with the U.S.
As downtown Ottawa remains paralyzed,
we're going to sit here as long as it takes.
The city's mayor says he needs another 1,800 police officers to keep the peace.
We are turning up the heat in every way we possibly can.
As support from anti-vaccine and far-right groups around the world is growing, the costs are mounting.
Illinois and New York are set to become the next states to act on mask mandates. The end is near for those affecting businesses and most indoor public places in New York City.
Personally, I would keep my mask on. There's all these sorts of different variants still, emerging.
A New York school mandate is set to expire in 2 weeks. Not clear if that will happen. Massachusetts will allow one to expire at the end of the month. A second man formally pleaded guilty today in the alleged plot to kidnap Michigan's Democratic governor. The move leaves 4 men to face trial. CBS's Stacey Lynn tells us leaked documents reveal troubling findings about a group that's been tracked by civil rights organizations.
Nearly 1 in 5 applicants to the white supremacist group Patriot Front claim they either were or still are a member of the U.S. military. One who claimed to be a former Marine even said he currently works for the Department of Homeland Security. Patriot Front is one of the most prominent white supremacist groups in the country.
Well, out of Beijing, 2 Americans were in the spotlight today at the Winter Games.
Agony and ecstasy for the U.S. Olympic team today. The agony once again for skier Michaela Schifrin. For a second time here in Beijing, she missed a gate and was eliminated from competition.
Just pretty low right now.
The ecstasy for snowboarder Lindsay Jacobellis, until today most famous for losing the gold medal in 2006. Today at 36, she won the event and and became an Olympic champion.
Don't count the little girl out.
And she becomes the oldest American woman to win gold at the Winter Games. Steve Futterman, CBS News at the Winter Olympics in Beijing.
In Detroit, Jeff Gilbert of affiliate WWJ reports on a new auto recall.
27,000 Teslas are being recalled because of an issue that could cause the windshields to fog up. Nobody's been hurt, but there have been a number of consumer complaints. The recall involves certain vehicles from the entire Tesla lineup, ranging from the 2020 through 2022 model years.
2 Democratic senators are calling for a suspension of the federal gas tax for the rest of the year because of rising pump prices. And right now on Wall Street, the Dow is up 329 points. This is CBS News.
The leading sign of COVID is a fever, so everyone needs an accurate thermometer. Try the Exergen temporal scanner and learn more at Exergen.com. That's Exergen.com.
You probably wouldn't leave thousands of dollars on the table at a diner. Why leave thousands on the table with your tax return? Jackson Hewitt will help make sure you don't. This year, there are thousands of dollars worth of new tax credits. Your Jackson Hewitt Tax Pro will help you track down every last one, so you get your biggest refund guaranteed. Don't leave thousands on the table this year. Discover thousands of dollars in tax credits instead. Learn more at jacksonhewitt.com.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents
And Doug.
Check it out, Limu, a roadside carnival.
Step right up, folks. Test your strength. Come see the fire-breathing baby.
Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Look, an emu wearing sunglasses.
Limu, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
European scientists say they've made a major breakthrough in the quest to develop practical nuclear fusion energy.
Listen closely, because this could be the sound of our future. A superheated gas held inside a donut-shaped magnetic field in a British laboratory, achieving nuclear fusion for 5 seconds, doubling the previous record. The power generated was only enough to boil 60 electric kettles worth of water, but it brings us one step closer to a technology that can produce clean, limitless energy. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
Former First Lady Melania Trump says she will use Parler for exclusive communications and make the platform her social media home. Parler is popular with right-wing users. It was behind the launch of her NFT and blockchain technology venture back in December. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Who's the honcho around here?
Carroll Buckley.
I am. Who are you?
Carroll Buckley.
You broadcast me out on the radio.
12:30.